Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo. We're back here with some more Star Citizen. We're hanging out once again in the hangar module, and today we're going to be discussing cooperative play, the pirate life, and the Cutlass. Now I want to go ahead first and highlight probably one of the coolest comments that I had on the last video. If you guys remember, in my exploration video, I asked you to come up with the coolest scenario you could think of in story form or however form you thought you were comfortable with, and tell me, what you were looking forward to most in terms of exploring in the world of Star Citizen when the game actually goes live, when Persistent Universe goes live. Crossroads gave me probably one of the coolest answers. On top of that, he also made sure to remind me of how much he's looking forward to playing the game with friends and how he thinks that that is going to be the way to truly enjoy exploration. But he basically talked about finding a sort of hidden ancient civilization, man, say that 3 times fast, on this tropical planet, and sort of infiltrating it with your friends, going first-person combat mode, fighting off these maybe aliens, dinosaurs, who knows? He didn't really say that, but I'm adding on to this. And you get inside this old ancient sort of temple. You find these documents, telling of the lost alien civilization that once lived there. And that would be awesome. I mean, who knows if we'll actually see a scenario just like that? But the idea of finding new planets in general is pretty damn appealing, especially really unique ones, whether they be frozen planets, kind of Hoth style, or tropical planets, very Crisis 3 style. How cool would it be if you went to a Crisis 3 kind of planet and you found like the remnants of a nanosuit sitting next to a crashed spaceship? That'd be a cool Easter egg. I doubt we'll see that, but that would be a pretty cool Easter egg. But we're here to talk about the Cutlass, because the Cutlass is not only probably one of the ships that I think is a really good low entry sort of cooperative play ship, having more than one person being able to actually take part in the act of flying and engaging in combat inside of it. But it's also, to me, the sort of, epitome of pirate ships. Like, if I was going to be a pirate inside of the game, which I am, by the way, I want to mention, I'm a member, I'm a wingman of the Tactical Advance Organization, and I by no means do I endorse the act of piratry. In fact, we are completely against it. But it doesn't mean I don't want to see pirates, because pirates will definitely add to the sort of immersion, the feel, the uniqueness of the Star Citizen universe. So I do want to see pirates, but I'm not saying you should go out and become one. I'm saying you should join the Tactical Advance Organization is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that either, actually. This isn't a promotional video, so let's get back on topic. But the Cutlass is that pirate ship, not just in the way it looks, because, I mean, when you look at the Cutlass, you can tell it's just all about function. It's function before form. Nothing about this ship is beautiful. I wouldn't say the Cutlass is beautiful. I wouldn't say it had nice aesthetics. I would just say, yeah, I imagine there's a reason for those really giant wings on the front of it. Probably to keep it stable. It's a pretty large ship. It can take on some decent sized cargo. And yeah, maybe for ramming people. But nothing about this is like, that's beautiful. I mean, even the cockpit. Yes, it's a 2-person cockpit. You have the pilot seat and the co-pilot seat, as you can see up there. And it's clearly aimed at visibility. Maximum visibility, being able to even, really turn around and look behind you and be able to see pretty much what's going on with the entire ship while flying. Those are all, those are all function before form designs. Which is what a pirate wants. Let's be honest, that is definitely what the pirate is looking forward to. It does have a tractor mount, which I believe means it can fit a tractor beam. Some of the other, key features that I think pirates would like is, when we come into the back of the ship here, is, the ability to actually have, you got all this nice storage space on the sides here for throwing loot, booty, dead bodies, whatever, whatever you may have picked up in your recent adventures in the life of a pirate. But then, of course, you have your gunner seat here, you have your pilot seat up front, and your co-pilot seat. So, you can, this is like, it's a good co-op ship. I mean, you can have 3 friends actually partaking in whatever's going on. I mean, how awesome is it going to be, right? The game comes out, you got your Cutlass, you get your friend, you got your 2 best friends, one's in the gunner seat, oh man, I'm in the gunner seat, the other one's your co-pilot, constantly looking around, checking your 6, okay dude, we got bogeys off to our left while you're focusing on flying. I can't even think of a game that really has let you experience something like that. Cooperative play in general is something that, admittedly, games haven't really fleshed out that much. Especially in the world of space simulation. It's not really something you get to experience quite often, at least not in the fidelity that Star Citizen is attempting to create it in. I mean, hopefully, they reach that level of awesomeness that they're aiming for, and we really get to experience it like this, but it's it's a it's a very tantalizing offer to become a pirate, get your own Cutlass, throw some friends on this thing. I mean, just look at the small sort of texture designs on this ship. It's very, you know, rough. Even the seat, you can tell that's not a very comfortable seat. It's, again, very, very function over form. It has that sort of old, worn-out red paint on it. We come over here, we have this sort of yellow handles, possibly, you know, the seat release handles. Just everything about the ship. It's a very rough and tough ship. And here's my favorite feature. You guys know I have to point out at least one awesome feature that you probably didn't think you would ever use it for, and that's going to be this hole right here. Now, I imagine this opens up maybe for docking, you know, some sort of technical procedure in the world of Star Citizen, but the way I look at this as a pirate, if I was going to be a pirate in Star Citizen, this is the man overboard hole. What does that mean? Well, let me give you a little scenario here. We're pirates, right? And we picked up this sort of bounty, I guess you could say. You know, we don't usually do bounty hunting, but hey, man, you know, it's getting hard. There's not a lot of stupid people left in the universe that we can just, you know, hijack their ships. So we get sent out on a mission to bring in this dignitary, and we already don't like the guy. We don't like the guy we got the job from. But hey, it's money. We need money. You know, things are getting real tight here in our ship. And mutiny. They're talking about mutiny. I don't need any mutiny, man. These guys were once my best friends. Let's keep it that way. So we go out and we hunt down this dignitary, and what do we stumble upon? He's flying this super rare 350R. Whatever, you know, it's a special edition ship. It's worth more than his bounty was worth. So, you know, we take him on board. I got one of my buddies out flying his 350R. We're flying through space, and you know, he's back here. Whatever, we got him, you know, tied up, thrown in the corner, little beat up, just roughed up. May have broke his nose. Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll you know, just a little bit of bandage. Some sleep, some hot tea, he'll be fine. But I decide, you know what? Screw this guy. Let's sell that ship. And you know what? I don't really want him on my ship anymore. You know, I don't even want to look at his ugly mug, and he's getting blood all over my nice white floors. So we go ahead and we open up this man overboard hole, and we just dump him on some planet somewhere. You know, we don't gotta kill him and throw him into space. We just leave him somewhere. Somebody will pick him up. He'll be just fine. I mean, I know this is like the only planet for like the next 3 light years, but he'll make his way back home. So that's the man overboard hole. That's one of the key features of the Cutlass, in my opinion. I mean, as a pirate, if I'm at a dealership and the guy's trying to sell this thing to me and he's telling me about the power on the thrusters, the first thing I'm notice is, what's that hole for there? Oh, that's a docking. Well, I can think of some good uses for that. So yeah, kudos to Drake Interplanetary there. I should also mention that the way Drake Interplanetary actually sells this ship to its customers, they mention the idea of it being a low-maintenance vehicle, which as a pirate, I mean, yeah, yeah, low maintenance is what we want. I mean, the last thing I want to do is go out on some job. For example, we needed to hide. We found this Idris that it's going on this long-range expedition. It's got all of this gear on board, and we want to steal that gear. Some for ourselves. We also have some pirate friends who are looking to buy it off us, and I also have a bounty hunter on the side who's been getting a lot of his supplies from my team. So we go to capture this Idris again, making use of that manhole. We land on top of the Idris, cut a hole inside, start infiltrating it, and make our way through. Man, I completely forgot what I was talking about. There was a method to all this madness. Okay, that's what I was saying. So everything goes well, but we get in a little bit of a firefight. You know, they send a couple 300 eyes after us. We end up being able to evade those. We escape into an asteroid field. Very classic Han Solo tip there. And we escape and we get away. The last thing we want to have to do is drop like 90% of our profits, you know, from that gear that we sold on repairing the ship. The great thing about the ship, low maintenance, you know, it can take a beating. A lot of these parts are interchangeable. It's a very common model. You can find these in, you know, junkyards everywhere in the galaxy. That's the kind of thing we want. Not to mention, it has a lot of modular elements. It has 12 slots actually that can be modified and changed around. So we can modify this ship to work to whatever, you know, to do whatever we need it to do for a specific job. I mean, hey, that alien planet I talked about earlier. Turns out it's got dinosaurs on it, boss. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll strap a couple torpedo cannons on this thing. Those dinosaurs won't cause us any trouble. And, you know, it is a rough and tough ship. And I mean, and these thrusters on the back. Someone owes you money. Someone owes you money. All you gotta do, stand on top of that thruster. Tell your co-pilot, hey, Sir Francis up there. Why don't you light up the left rear thruster for me? Mr. Johnson here. He owes me a bit of money. I think we're gonna remind him just how much he owes me and when he needs to pay it back by. And you just hang that guy over the end of this thing, and yeah, you know, he's definitely gonna get you your money real quick. So pro pirate tip there. Those thrusters, they double as torture devices. Oh, I'm just, you know, this is, if I was a pirate, I would buy the ship, I would paint it like a dark black, dark red combination, make a custom Jolly Roger logo to make myself stand out from the rest of the pirates, and grab up my two best mates, and head out in the galaxy to just pillage and wreak havoc on the rich. You know, just to be a damn dirty pirate. That's exactly what I would do inside of this ship. That would be freaking awesome. So this is the Cutlass, guys. I'm interested to see how people, of course, deploy it in the game. The great thing about a lot of the ships inside of Star Citizen is they have so many different uses. You know, you don't just have to use this as a pirate ship. You can use this as an exploration vessel. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So many of the ships really have multiple purposes. Of course, I probably wouldn't use the Cutlass as like a, you know, a sort of combat ship. I wouldn't go take on, like, you know, a squad of 300 eyes or even a squad of Avengers with it. But you know, this is the quintessential pirate ship, in my opinion. When I think pirates, I'm gonna think the Cutlass. I mean, even the name, the Cutlass, it's named after a sword that pirates use. It's clearly aimed at pirates and Drake Interplanetary. You know, they may seem like clean dudes. You know, we sell to the most upstanding folk in the universe. No, you know they're dealing under the table to pirates. You know that's what they're doing. So the question I have for you guys for this video is, what elements of cooperative play are you looking forward to most? Of course, we could talk about the pirate life, but again, I'm not going to endorse that. If you choose to be a pirate, do it at your own risk. TA will be looking for you. I see you, pirates, and my Avenger right there. Oh yeah, it's coming for you. But let me know what you're looking forward to most in terms of cooperative play inside of Star Citizen. How are you planning to experience your first cooperative experience in Star Citizen? Is it going to be, you know, a bunch of friends piled into one ship? Is it going to be multiple friends in their own ships? Is it going to be a mixture of both? Maybe you got three guys in your Cutlass, and you got a friend flying back up in the Avenger. You're going to go explore some planets and pillage some civilizations and capture some Idrises and sell them on the black market. Let me know what you're going to do in the comment section below, and of course, just like always, I will feature my favorite comment in next week's Star Citizen video. This has been Tony Mo, and I will see you in the next one.